Collective, what is good? How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's get into some energies. See what's going on. See what's going on. I hope everybody's good. I am feeling great, doing great, all of that great stuff. Okay. We want to see what's going on in the energies. Thank you so much for tapping in with me one more again with me. All right. I'ma just do this little flow reading the way I do it. You know how we get it down here, around here. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, where you want me to go? What does the collective need to know? What clarity, confirmation do they need at this moment? Where we going? What we doing? Ooh, okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Tell me when to stop. Ooh, self-care Sunday. Okay. Yeah, right. That Sunday is rolling in as we speak. Somebody gonna be doing some self care tomorrow. You gonna put your little mud mask and everything on, run your little bubble bath and whatnot. You gonna be watching your girl while you soaking and shit. I love it. All right, let's see what's going on. Prioritizing your rest, okay? Even if it's ain't tomorrow, this might just be your energy in general, collective. You prioritizing your rest. There may be a need for someone in the collective to recharge emotionally, pamper yourself and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because your me time matters. Mm-hmm. It most certainly does. Let's see. Ghosted? Ghosted? You ghosted somebody? Somebody might feel ghosted because you taking care of yourself. Somebody might feel ghosted because you taking care of yourself, or somebody might be thinking they ghosting you, but it really don't matter because you taking care of yourself. However you split it. Messages left on red. Oh, I love it. Disappearing act, no closure, just silence. Rejection is redirection. Okay. So somebody could feel ghosted right now because you really are locked in doing you. Doing you. And it might not even be that you have ghosted them. I mean, it could be, right? Maybe there was emotionally draining. Maybe it was too much, you know? Maybe you haven't ghosted them. Maybe you're just taking care of yourself right now, and this person is feeling a bit ghosted. Big break. Big break. Career turning point, major opportunity, life changing moment. This is it. Mm. I feel like they're really waiting on you to call, collective. They're really waiting on you to reach out. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit. Uh, this person showed up two faced. Is this why you're taking a break? Because you recognize that maybe someone is not a worth investment. Maybe you're able to see past their mask. Okay. Says one thing, does another, betrayal behind kindness, pretends loyalty, trust carefully. Maybe you don't quite trust so easily. Maybe this is someone that is kind of hanging in the balance, waiting for you to reach out. I don't know. Maybe you're appearing two faced to them, or maybe you saw a side of them and you said, you know what, let me pull back. Let me take care of me before I emotionally to invest too much into this situation. Tell us more, Spirit. Ascension. Ascension. Spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating myself. Okay, so somebody could be thinking, collective, that you're showing up a little wishy-washy because you really are taking care of yourself right now. Now, they do definitely want you to call. They do definitely want you to reach out. Okay. Also, take it how it reverberates, but this could be someone who is hoping to be able to speak to you. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe they are wanting to take the opportunity to try to reach out to you, right? Maybe they don't know if they should or not. we're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna just see. Hold on. Let me get something else going on here. What's going on, Spirit? Clarify self care Sunday, please. I think you saw somebody as a false person. I think you saw somebody collective as a false person, and you have decided to fall the fuck back. Okay, and I don't blame you. Um, you saw someone, you saw someone's mask slip. Is what I heard Spirit say. You saw someone's mask is slipping or has slipped. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you falling back. You're deciding not to go that route, go that way, go towards them. You're holding back. Okay. There could be something about this individual's energy that you just kind of don't trust. So you're taking some me time. All right. You're tapping in intuitively to what's going on around you. Do you see this? She got the phone in her hand, but child, is cucumbers on her eyes. What exactly is she seeing? What is she looking at? Huh? I don't know. That's cute though. But I feel like you're falling back from someone. You're deciding not to go back towards someone, at least not right now. Okay? I think that is something you're trying to tap into intuitively. It's something you're trying to tap in to see what should you, should you invest in a particular connection with someone. The 5 of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Definitely taking some me time, some recovery time. Some recovery time. Now something could have already transpired in this connection to where you're like, you know what, before this get even more out of hand, let me go on and pull away. Let me go on and do me, because what I'm not finna do is lower my standards. I'm not finna have nobody playing in my face. I don't need to do that. All right. I'm not going to do that. Clarify ghosted, Spirit. Somebody could feel like you sitting around feeling ghosted and waiting on them to call you. You in a bubble bath with some candles lit and some old school R&B music playing. Uh-huh. I feel you on that. A glass of wine ain't never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Clarify ghosted. Rejection is redirection. The death card in reverse. I feel like you didn't ghosted somebody and you're not going back. I feel like something's not changing. Something's not going to change here. I think you've made up your mind to redirect yourself, to redirect your energy. You also don't need no closure. You also may not be given any. Take it how it reverberates. If this person showed up as a false person, um, the Hierophant, it's an unconventional way of dealing with things, okay? But this is what works best for you right now, to just kind of lay low, take care of yourself, pamper yourself. Somebody also may have shown up a little bit unstable, or maybe they broke some sort of rule, right? Maybe they have been a repeat offender of breaking some sort of rule. Maybe they are repeatedly allowing their mask to slip. Maybe you're seeing it is, I don't know why I'm picking up Gemini energy, but you're seeing both sides of the coin. This person might have a little Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation going on here, right? Maybe this is something you've already conversed about to let them know that that is unacceptable. Something is unacceptable, right? But they're not getting it. They're not seeing it. So maybe this is why you're not giving any closure, or you're ghosting in a sense, but not really. Um because I feel like this person will definitely know why you're not calling, you're not reaching out, you're not answering the phone. They will know why, because whatever this is, it seems like they showed up in repeat offense. We have the Knight of Cups here. You also could be very untraditional in how you express yourself in love or romantic dynamics, right? Maybe this is a situation where someone is expecting you to be a little bit more traditional, and maybe that's not your energy, at least not right now. You're kind of wanting to love with an open hand. You're wanting to kind of maintain a certain freedom, a certain unconventionality as well. So you don't feel the need to, be in constant communication, constantly talking, allowing someone constantly in your energy. You know how to just kind of go off to the side and take care of yourself, tend to yourself, love on yourself. I'm hearing spirit say that somebody really enjoys their own company. So for an individual who may be a little codependent, who may be trying to, get you to develop something a little more traditional, conventional, this may show up. It may show up like ghosting, and it may not necessarily be that. We have the devil. Yeah. Somebody thinks that you toxic, collective. I don't see that. What I'm seeing is and it could be that. It could be that somebody in the collective, you showing up a little toxic. Okay? Uh but what I see is someone may be obsessed with the love you give. But the love you give is unconventional, and it's not going to change. You're not going to change the way you navigate your energy and how you allow people in your energy and when. All right. So it may be misinterpreted by someone as ghosting. Clarify big break, career turning point, major opportunity. Maybe they saw you as an opportunity. Maybe they thought this connection was going to be a little bit more traditional. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I think they thought this was going. This is a person that's codependent. This person is codependent. I think they may have felt like it was going to be a little bit more deeper, maybe like a couple. Maybe y'all were going to move into a couple. Maybe they felt like you are their person that they would be in a relationship with, that they would be able to share their life with, their time, their conversation, all that good stuff, right? Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Reverse Six of Wands. It's not panning out to be that way, though. Yeah. It's not panning out to be that way for them. Okay. It's not panning out to uh this person could have main character energy as well. And they're codependent. They need for you to see them and kind of center your life around them. Who I'm speaking to in the collective is you're not you don't move that way. That's not how you move. That's not what you're into, right? You're actually centering yourself, and you center your life around yourself. Yeah, it does kind of seem a bit odd for someone who has a traditional way of looking at relationships, or at least wants to put you in that traditional, dynamic of a relationship. Clarify the Six of Wands. They're waiting for you to show back up. They're waiting for you to communicate. They may be a little sad that you have not communicated. Mm. The Three of Swords in the reverse. Maybe this is someone that's been waiting for you to communicate. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe it's been some time. I don't know. But they're showing up a little bit heartbroken here. Then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. They're healing, but this is, well, past, present, or future, right? They're either healing or they need to heal. They're either healing or they need to heal. Give me one on the Ten of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. They need to heal. They need to heal. I feel like they keep hurting themselves over and over again with this Ten of Swords in the reverse. It's really about rebirth, right? Uh so it's like this codependency in them. It's like they're re-hurting themselves over and over and over because they're not seeing their energy for what it is. Clarify two-faced it. Page of Cups. Mm. Give me one more. New love. This person might be how do I describe that? Three of Cups. And they may be questioning whether you are wearing two faces because they're not your only person, okay? They may also be showing up a little bit unstable, jealous at some points, obsessive at some points, negative, aggressive in some ways, and at the same time kind of childlike and just maybe even naive as it relates to love. I think they have a childlike nature about them. Um, where they overindulge themselves in the energy of love, or they have some sort of romanticized fanatical uh you know Harry met Sally type. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, a lot of anxiety, restlessness, like they can't settle themselves in dynamics with people because they have this hopeless romantic energy about them. But because they are that way, right, and they haven't really grounded themselves in the frequency of love, it makes them look a little bit unstable, restless. Okay. um I just heard spirit say they need to sit down somewhere. They really need to sit down. They doing too much. They do too much. They get excited, they get overzealous when they feel like they, have found someone that they're interested in, that possibly someone is interested in them. It's just kind of given like hopeless romantic. Injustice, unjust, imbalance. There's an imbalance, and we have divine guidance, and that's exactly why I heard spirit say they need to sit down somewhere, because they show up imbalanced. Okay, like the divine has probably been trying to guide them or is guiding them, but I don't know. Their energy just feels a little bit topsy turvy, like they're not really letting the divine guide them. Clarify ascension. Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Star. Huh. Spiritual growth, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating myself. I think they're holding themselves back. Something is delaying their growth. This energy is delaying their growth. I don't know if they're waiting for you. This is giving me possibly even like a false flame, like they have an idea of you that you don't have of them, and it could be you in the collective as well that has an idea of someone that they don't have of you. Take it how it reverberates, okay? What is this star energy? They're waiting for you to come back. Like I said, okay? They're waiting for you to return. They're very confident that you will. Hmm. I feel like they're going to be left in some sort of regret, though, some sort of remorse, because I don't think that you're going to be reaching back out, or they're not going to be reaching back out to you. Okay. I want one more, please. Two more. Okay. Innocence, Four of Pentacles. You may have kept yourself away from this person, or you're choosing to, or they're keeping themselves away from you because they see the innocence, possibly the naivete. I feel like, again, like the card said, rejection is redirection. So either this is you, collective, that's being redirected. Someone's trying to actually kind of like spare or save or spare your innocence, okay? Because I feel like they are in a whole different energy where they really are more uh centered on themselves, or this is you, focus more on yourself. Possibly you met someone, and they may be a little bit like, as it relates to certain aspects of relationships and the way things can go, they're not in alignment with the way you like to navigate your relationships. I feel like maybe possibly they saw you, or you see this person as innocent, as sweet, right? And possibly not wanting to um add insult to injury, like you also see them as restless and possibly imbalanced, needing to allow the divine to guide them, needing to grow up, needing to ascend into a higher vibration of themselves. So they either were waiting, are waiting for you to come back, or you were waiting or are waiting for them to come back, but they're not going to, because I feel like either the divine or this individual is doing you a solid, doing them a solid. So it's either you doing them a solid, or the divine, or both. Maybe the divine is doing them a solid through you, right? By not engaging with this individual at this time. Tell me more, spirit. What else? What is the hard truth here? What is the hard truth that needs to be seen? Mm. Bad advice. You're listening to voices that don't know the way. Don't take guidance from those in a worse position than you. They can't lead you to where you want to go. Okay. Entitlement. Somebody listened to somebody. Somebody took some advice from somebody. I want to know what that's about. Entitlement. You believe the world owes you something, and it's blinding you to the growth that comes from earning it. Figuring it out on your own will always be worthwhile. All right, I'm gonna put a deck in my hand because I really want to I want to see what this is about here. What's this bad advice? What's this bad advice? Somebody's listening to somebody. So either collective, you listening to somebody or received some bad advice and decided to not go towards somebody because they were showing up, too kind, too sweet, maybe naive. Or maybe you received the advice not to go back towards them because you could tell, or maybe you were advised that this person feels entitled to you, so just leave them alone. Like, you don't need all that. You don't need all that love and all that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. We have the high priestess on the bottom of the deck. Clarify bad advice, please. Okay, somebody advised somebody to Four of Cups this situation, to ignore somebody's offer. Take it how it reverberates, apply it where it needs to go. So collective is, if this is you, you may have received some bad advice, okay? But if this is this individual who is not coming back towards you, it may be that they're not coming back because they received some bad advice. Temperance. Yeah. Four of Swords. Somebody received bad advice, whether it was them or whether it was you, to like, because there's an anxious energy here, and I feel like this is showing up in the individual who felt like they had met their person, like they felt like this was going to be something more than what it apparently panned out to be. And maybe it could have been more, but someone received bad advice as to, like, uh I don't know, make them wait, or teach them patience, or stall them out, or ignore them. They got too much anxiety. They want to be with you too much. They want too much. I don't know. Tower. So this bad advice has brought a tower. What is this tower? Now we getting into the thick of what's really going on. What's this tower, spirit? Somebody feels like they either made the right or the wrong decision because it came out sideways. Uh-huh. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You want to recover or take back? No take backsies. You want to take back a decision, possibly. Why? The individual who is ghosting or ghosted someone seems to want to take back. Why do you want to take back? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So we have the Lovers came out sideways. And then we have the reverse Seven of Pentacles. Possibly because other love dynamics, other love situations, other side pieces, other sneaky links, other things that this individual, you, a collective, or someone else, okay, it didn't pan out. It didn't crack out to be all that it was supposed to be. Wow. And that's a plot twist. Because the energy in the beginning was whoever was just taking care of themselves, it was a very confident energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a confident energy. Like, this is how I am. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I know people be thinking I be two-faced and stuff, but I just be one to take care of to myself. You know what I mean? I'm very unconventional. Mm, something has changed. Spirit says something has changed. Okay. Okay. Something has changed with all that confidence and all that self centeredness and all that self pampering. This could have been what was felt like needed to be done either at a previous time in the past, collective, either with yourself or with the individual who you were connected to. But something has changed. What's changed? Tell me more. Somebody feels like they should have held on to this individual who showed up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. This individual who was very enthusiastic about loving someone. So now they don't look so naive. Now their love looks beautiful. So this bad advice was that someone on one side of a connection was advised by someone that somebody else had a sense of entitlement to them. Mm. Ace of Pentacles, right about it. This did take place in the past. Okay. All right. Well, what's going on with the individual that got ghosted? Five of Swords. And they see something as karmic. Mm, okay. Yeah. They see something as, they see the connection in the past as a karmic one. Tell me more. They also feel breadcrumbed. We have the Emperor. The Empress was on the bottom of the deck. This person may have stepped into their power. They may have matured quite a bit. Okay. They may have matured quite a bit. Tell me more. The Three of Wands in reverse. Stuck. What is this Three of Wands? Maybe they're not wanting something to come back. They probably, okay, so they see the individual who ghosted or the individual who took the bad advice in a connection. They see that connection now for the burden that it was, or the burden that it would be. So they either, it fell out sideways. So I feel like they see the burden that it was. They see the burden that it would be, and they've also see that they need to set it down. I feel like they've sat it down. Those burdens, whatever that is, they've sat it down. Somebody didn't come back. They carried a burden. I feel like they've grown a lot from this experience. Yeah. Wow. Because for me, the Nine of Pentacles is about codependency. Hmm. They may possibly have learned that they were stuck in codependency, that they actually did address the codependency by way of the betrayal. They felt betrayed for sure. Because someone didn't reciprocate. There was no reciprocity. Their guard is up now. Let's see what's going to be the outcome. Why is this even showing up? What's going on? Because somebody feels like somebody wants to do some take backsies. You know what I'm saying? They want to do some take backsies. I don't know. Why is this even showing up? Where you want me to go? I don't think I've used this one yet. If I did, I don't remember. Wow, wow, wow. What a tangle web we weave. I don't really feel like somebody was deceiving though. I just feel like somebody was focused on themselves, or maybe again, they did get some bad advice. So maybe the individual who ghosted thought that they were doing the right thing. I don't know who gave them the advice. Maybe I should be asking that. Let me see where that deck went. Who gave them this whack ass advice? A Queen of Swords. Probably somebody who talked too much. Don't be knowing what they talking about. Let them right into something unjust. Right into something imbalanced. Somebody who talk too much and don't be knowing what the hell they talking about. Magician. This is a wordsmith, a word magic, a soothsayer. You understand what I'm saying? That's who that is. Somebody who has the gift of gab is what I heard. Okay. Well, we all have our own choices. I'm pretty sure I'm reading for adults. So, you can't blame them all the way. But when you do have the confidence of people and they trust you to give them solid advice, could have been a parent, could have been a big sister, big sibling, big brother, a family member, period. Somebody that you would trust, or auntie. I don't know. Why is this showing up, Spirit? Turning signal. Light changes ahead, and a turning point marks life's crossroads. Weigh your options and move forward with mindful steps. Something has changed. A light has changed. Okay, something's changed. We have hidden truth. Scant evidence lingers, and the whole truth stays out of reach. Trust your instincts and accept the unseen as part of growth. So there was a turning point that was had here. All right, something could be getting ready to be exposed as to what it was, who it was, and how it was. That came out in reverse. So something is about to be revealed. We have a wealth trap. Treasure draws near, and pursuit ends in ruin. Reassess priorities and step back from greed's edge. Ooh, okay. It's time for a truth to come out. It's gonna be it's like somebody is having this explosion, something taking place in their life. I don't know where the money comes in. Niggle? What is a niggle? Never heard that word before. Gambling. Results stay beyond control and losses pile up quietly. Set clear rules and avoid emotional betting. Somebody took a risk. Somebody took a gamble with their own heart, is what I just heard Spirit say. Niggle. Um, Hindered by tiny unresolved issues and slowing overall advancement, prioritizing essential tasks firmly and delegate or discard the trivial. What is this wealth trap? Watch back. Risk grows unnoticed and move with caution. Stay vigilant and regularly check your surroundings. Huh. So, collective, if you the person that got ghosted, there could be a turning point that's taking place with the other person, and they could be wanting to kind of come back like a great white and wrap around your forehead and bite your neck off, okay, like a big old shark, like they see you as prey, right? There's something about some finances, okay. If you are in a better financial situation, or if you are looking abundant, this could be why this person is maybe wanting to come back and prey on you, because you out here looking like a whole snack. Okay, you're looking like a snack. All right, uh take a break. Dive into the pause and savor a light escape from routine. Allow a small indulgence. This person just want to come back and play with you. This person wants to come back and play with you, really, to be honest. I feel like whatever energy it was you brought, if this is you in the collective that felt ghosted and went about strengthening yourself and dealing with it and healing and all of that, if that's you, there is a beautiful innocence, a beautiful hopeless romantic energy about the way you love. I feel like, yes, they see it, but they see it because they don't get it from nowhere else. They don't get that kind of love from anywhere else. You could have put this person on a pedestal that they didn't deserve to be on, right? They may still not deserve to be on it. I feel like they just want to come back in, all right? Because it's something about the way you express how you felt that they don't get from whoever it else it is that they are in this sideways side piece lover situation with whoever else, and however many other people they entertain. There's a certain frequency of love that you express that they don't get from those individuals, and they just, it's like, you know, I feel like they just want to come in and play with you. We have consumerism, focuses on material wealth and neglects true happiness, unending desire for more, and satisfaction is evolution. Yeah, this person just, okay. I don't know if you gave them money. I don't know if they think they can get some money from you. I don't know if this just has to do with energy and not necessarily tangible money. But this person is just really wanting to come back to feed on you, on your energy. Okay, now if this is you collective, where someone, or you ghosted someone, you may just be wanting to go back to feed on somebody, right? Take it how it reverberates. What is the advice here? Let me put this one down. Let's get the advice for the person who was ghosted. Let's get some advice for the person who was ghosted, Spirit. How should they respond? Because I feel like somebody may be reaching out to you. Okay. And they think that by you reaching they think that by you reaching out to them, possibly because when they would, go quiet before in the past, you would be ecstatic to finally hear from them, right? They may be thinking that you're still in that energy if this is you collective that was ghosted, okay? Uh I ain't gonna judge whether you still in that energy or not. I'm not sure. But we're gonna see what the advice should be if you are, anticipating them reaching out, if you feeling like, you know, if you're still holding on to some sort of hopeless romantic idea of this individual, we're going to see what the advice is. What's the advice for the person that was ghosted, Spirit? Pretending to like people, masking, people pleasing, exhaustion. I just heard, aren't you tired yet? I don't know what that means. Aren't you tired of letting people play in your face? Huh. People pleaser. Tell me more. Too many dings, not enough peace, fragments, focus, tech burns. Please understand that this individual has more than one person that they are talking to and dealing with. Okay? They haven't grown, they haven't changed. Make sure you have grown and you have changed. That you're not just feeding, you're not just the codependency, the needing of the attention, right? The being, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, Complicit, like in people's stupidity, just cheesing through it. Like, you treat me like shit. It's okay. I can take it. Like, nah. What's the advice for the person that was ghosted? Still not over it. Regret, looping thoughts, lingering feelings. This person could think that the person that ghosted you could think that you're not over it, that you holding your pillow at night. Okay. And you may be. Take it how it reverberates. Falling for red flags. Attraction, ignored warnings, drama. You gotta see this for what it is. If this is you, collective, okay? You gotta see this for what it is. Still waiting on a sign. Tears. What tears? And this is maybe where this individual may think of you as a little naive or a hopeless romantic. Faking confidence again. Don't panic. Insecurity, pretense, self-doubt. Don't fake it. Don't be dishonest with yourself, because that's only going to keep you from healing what you need to heal. Healing requires honesty. It requires honesty. You may make yourself feel better by trying to justify someone's negligence, someone's abuse, someone's, toxicity. You may feel better by trying to justify it, but in the end it only hurts you. Be honest with yourself that you're allowing someone, possibly hoping someone comes back knowing full well that they're going to basically do the same thing over again. This person loves unconventionally, and they love themselves. Okay. And that's subject to, speculation, really. But hey, however you split it, they're self centered. And if they do return, if you do get that call, it's not a big break. They're coming back like jaws, okay? Lurking in your waters, your emotions, to gobble you up. Okay? I'm hearing the doom 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 doom, in the Jaws movie when he about to, and they do that doom 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 doom. That's what that's what I'm hearing. Like, mm, they don't really mean anything good by you. They just really want to play on the innocence. Now, in the past, you were spared. The divine spared you. You know, get out of the water. Okay, get out of the water. Get out of the water. Okay. Oh, you about to get ate up. Holding on to the idea of some sign like this is a divine partner or a twin flame or a soulmate or anything like that. This person is quite um pretentious, to be honest. But this is how they take care of themselves. Now, I don't feel like going into what kind of healing they need because I just don't. All right, that could probably write a book on whatever healing they need, because people who do stuff like this are deeply insecure, deeply jaded, deeply traumatized. And so basically, if you were to allow them back into your life, if you are the one that was ghosted collective, you just it's just a trauma bond, and it brings nothing but chaos. I'm a magnet for trouble. It's not my fault. I leave a trail of mayhem behind me. This person is chaos, possibly a chaos witch, an imposter for sure. I'm not who you think I am. They do everything possibly for money or for energetic siphoning. They have greed. Greed of what? Money, lust, gratification. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Let this reading be your sign if you're looking for a sign. Empathy. They have greed of people's empathy. Oh, like I said, deeply insecure, deeply traumatized. It's like they want to be loved, but they're definitely not going to give it back. They're not going to give it back. They're going to take the love that you give them, and they're going to go back off into self-care Sundays. Okay, and they're going to go back off into looking at the phone with cucumbers on their eyes. Right? I don't know. They're going to go. They're going to go back into that. Energy harvesting is what I just heard. They might want your empathy and your support. Mm-hmm. We have gaslight. I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memory. And then they're going to come back in and acting like whatever happened in the past ain't how it happened. Shit. Don't let them play with you. Okay? Don't let them play with you. All right? All right, collective. This has been the reading. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. Join the tribe. Would love to have you here on this side with us, just, to vibe out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to all of my returning subscribers, my soul tribe, Starseed family. I love you guys to the utmost. All right. I send you love and light always to those of you who truly support the girl. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you give your girls a thumb up. You know what I mean? Hit that button. Leave a comment. Let me know how it reverberated with you, for you. Okay, share it, hype it up, all that good stuff. If you need a personal reading, all of my information is down in the description. You can hit the link that will take you to my website. All right, you can book your reading and I will get that done for you. Got all my personal readings caught up from when I was sick. Okay, everybody's caught up. So I feel good about that. Um, Please, I did upload the zodiac energy readings for the upcoming week. So tap into your sun, moon, or rising sign whenever you feel like it. Okay. See what may be coming up in the upcoming week for you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, family.